Jolly Rogers, a symbol of fear marking your territory and what you embody as a pirate. I wouldn't be exaggerating to say that the Jolly Roger is a representation of your crew, a personification of everything that you stand for and who you are. And that's why today I'm going to dive into the top 5 best and the 5 worst Jolly Rogers shown throughout the series. So mainly how I'm going to be ranking these are in terms of theming. Does the Jolly Roger actually reflect the ambitions and the goals of the pirate crew? And visual aesthetics are also going to play a part into it, because what you put down on the page has to reflect well. So without further ado, let's get into the number 5 worst Jolly Roger. And taking the number 5 worst, we have Jewelry Bonnie, which really is a shame because she is one of my favorite super rookies, but that still doesn't save her from making my list. So, being a notable pirate and one of the worst generation, I honestly expected a little bit more from her. And looking at the Jolly Roger itself, you can kind of see the classic crossbone and skull design, and you get to see like whether it's a cookie or is that a pizza? I mean, that's my main issue with this thing. I don't really know what's going on. And then in the top right corner we have a little bite mark out of whatever the food is, and it's obviously just supposed to be a representation of her gluttony, which is one of her main character traits. I won't give it wrong. I'm not going to put it any lower on the list for that, but it's honestly just very bland and uninspired, and it's not one of my favorites, to say the least. And the number 5 best spot goes to Mr. Zero himself, Sir Crocodile of the 7 Warlords. And Crocodile's Jolly Roger back when he was the head of Baroque Works, it's honestly looks like the typical Jolly Roger, except the crossbones have been replaced with rapiers, and the hilts are super refined at the bottom of it. Coming off is very giving you a taste of like elegance and grace. And the Jolly Roger just exudes, different characteristics of Crocodile himself, like this suave, mafia-looking guy. And the purple wingtips and how they kind of flow with this finesse, all of these character traits combined honestly make this Jolly Roger the number 5 best, in my opinion. And the number 4 worst, we have Bellamy. Can't say I ever really liked Bellamy, and that goes the same for his Jolly Roger too. Just looking at this, I don't even know what this is supposed to represent. Honestly, this just seems very bland and uninspired. It's literally just, a tongue sticking out from a pair of red lips. It doesn't really seem to be, indicative of Bellamy in any way. I mean, maybe his personality, oh, I'm mocking you, I'm sticking my tongue out at you. But, at the end of the day, it's just very immature and, honestly, one of the worst Jolly Rogers. In the number 4 best spot, we have King Wapole. And I think we can all agree that while Wapole himself isn't really good for much, his Jolly Roger is absolutely amazing. So right away, just from looking at this, we get a depiction of all of Wapole's physical features, we get his gluttony with the tongue sticking out, we even get a little bit of his royal background with the crown. And even though Wapole only became a pirate for a short time, I think we all can just, bask in the glory of this awesome Jolly Roger and take a moment to appreciate this great design for what it is. And in the number 3 worst, we have the Yonko herself, Charlotte Linlin, aka Big Mom. And at this point on the list where things really start going downhill, because I can't really even tell you what I'm looking at here. So to try and break it down, we have clearly what's supposed to be Big Mom's skull in the middle, with these weird lips extending over the skull, which I really don't like as a design choice. And then we have this pink little fluff in the background, which I guess is supposed to be Big Mom's hair. You could have fooled me with that. And what would normally be like the crossbones in the background, I can't even tell what they are. I mean, they look like maybe candy canes, if I'm being generous. And then we have a tree in the bottom right, for God knows what reason. I mean, maybe it could be like, the Forbidden Woods there in Big Mom's Whole Cake Island, but that's really stretching things. I will say, though, to Big Mom's credit, the Queen Mama Shanter with the Jolly Roger displayed does look pretty good. But aside from that, I can't really say anything positive about it. Just don't tell Big Mom that, because she'll kill me. In the number 3 best spot, we have the Yonko, Edward Newgate himself. And Whitebeard's Jolly Roger has, of course, his distinguished mustache followed with a confident smile. It's a very powerful symbol that we see throughout the series, and we even get to see that Ace has it tattooed on his back. And an interesting note that this symbol actually used to look like a swastika. And obviously I'm not going to display imagery of that on my channel, but Oda didn't intend for it to, display any like swastika type symbols, because that symbol has different meanings in other cultures, but I regress. I'm very thankful for what the symbol is now, and it's my third favorite. And coming in at the number 2 worst, we have the new Fishman Pirates. Or, should I say the old Fishman Pirates, am I right? Yeah? No? Okay, I'm sorry. And the only thing that really sucks more than the new Fishman Pirates is their Jolly Roger. And the Jolly Roger itself consists of the old Sun Pirates, Sunny Rim, so I mean not very creative, and they have a decapitated person inside the middle circle. However, what I don't understand is why there is a line / across the decapitated person in the middle. I mean, they already made their point clear that, they want to decapitate humans, they're not for humans. So it's kind of like a double entendre there, and the message almost gets a little bit skewered in the process, but I can't put it any lower on the list just because of the fact that I do understand what the message is, but this is very bland, not very creative, and honestly, not my favorite. And in the number 2 spot, we have the Straw Hat's Jolly Roger. And of course, this was going to make the list. This Jolly Roger is so simple and yet effective in conveying a message, and the straw hat itself on there that, Shanks gave to Luffy when he was a child literally has all of his different dreams about becoming the Pirate King, and I couldn't find any better visual for them to be wearing. But of course, remember we almost had this symbol right here as the Jolly Roger, so let us all just take the time to thank God Usopp himself for creating the Jolly Roger we know today. And the worst Jolly Roger by far clearly goes to Foxy. And can I just say that Foxy himself is very aesthetically unpleasing to look at? But Foxy's physical appearance aside, his first Jolly Roger was honestly pretty ugly, and I never really liked it to begin with. And then the second rendition of Foxy's Jolly Roger came out, made by the magnifique artist Monkey D. Luffy himself. But how bad could it really even turn out? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, for heaven's sake, Luffy, you couldn't have had a little bit of mercy on this guy? Even Foxy didn't deserve this. Now he's gotta go wander around the 7 seas of One Piece with this Jolly Roger? Foxy, my good sir, God bless your soul. I am so sorry for you. And coming in at the number 1 spot, we have the late but great Portgas D. Ace of the Spade Pirates. And just looking at the Jolly Roger, it is an absolute piece of work. Of course, the Jolly Roger has the normal skull and crossbones, so it's very simple yet effective. You also get to see Ace's signature hat in there with the flames protruding out from it. And honestly, with the spade in the background, it just completes the entire design for me, making it by far the best looking Jolly Roger in all of the series. Easy number 1 spot. And last but not least, I just wanted to show off my personal Jolly Roger. My crew would probably be called the Squall Pirates, and we would probably be working with some type of weather manufacturing, or even just like the storm or something like that, maybe manipulating the sea state in some way. But what are your favorite Jolly Rogers? Did I miss any of them on the list? If I did, feel free to let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys can like and subscribe. If you did enjoy the video, it would be very much appreciated. And as always, I will see you guys next time with more One Piece content. Thank you.